In regard to the suggestion that the Jewish Anti-Defamation League was involved in an attempt on my life in 2015, we know that Joey Greco was there. I've never been married. I remember anyone marrying people behind their backs. Works for a North Korean cult called the Moonies, so we know that the Moonies were involved. I personally know the Saudis were involved. I know these cultists think they do whatever they think you'll believe that they can get away with. So maybe I think the Saudis are the Mossad. I know the police were questioning me on Satanists and now the Methodists, but the Jews should not be represented by whoever is just taking whatever invoice at the barrel of a gun and humbly chicken shit sneaking off. They're over here raping Jews. If the Pentagon thought that the Israelis were involved in 9/11, it may or may not be, because the guy that I reported for busting his daughter's jaw when she told him he had gotten her pregnant enjoys some kind of immunity or whatever to pretend to represent the Israelis. That is probably an extension of the last king of Scotland, and me being Scottish. It doesn't just affect the Scottish in Scotland. It affects the whole diaspora and anyone matching the description. The problem is the middle management thinks that their job is just to protect us from each other while they fuck us both. They don't have probable cause. They're trying to manufacture an excuse for their involvement to begin with, and it's never going to happen because it starts in preschool, and I got raped in surgery when I was 6 years old. These idiots can't be trusted with a 6-year-old. They're going to oversee our financial transition. I'm going to throw Joey Greco out of a rocket ship, and then I'm going to oversee your transition, Washington, from a surgical observation window with popcorn. If it's illegal, it's not the law. Fair enough. No one ever raped a unconscious 6-year-old boy into a free press, right, news team? First, do no harm, or you're not a doctor in any religion. None. Shh. So we have cultists here raping the peasants under the auspices of the federal government. And you think, I gotta change my name? If anybody's changing their name around here, it's gonna be Washington. I don't think the CIA was involved because somebody was trying to kill me and they failed. I know Joey Greco was involved. I know the Saudis were involved. I got kicked out of church by police for calling the Nigerian Muslim priests Boko Haram and declaring "bring the dogs to church day" in Spanish. We do not have female priests, for instance, because it's difficult to maintain the moral high ground dragging a lady out of church by her hair because her sons are rapists. My personal opinion, anybody raping each other tit for tat was just looking for an excuse, but that happened to be a Jew. You're gonna act like the JADL was involved. I formally request the Mossad, the real IDF Special Forces Mossad, not some corporate felon signed out by some goddamn judge.